Imagine, believe that anybody can learn anything. All the brains have the same capacity, same size. There will be minor variation, but the processing time is different. Their learning styles are different. Their learning opportunities are different. Except in the case of mental retardation, and all the people can learn anything at any time. Memory tips. Memory is a unique technique, observation and practice. For example, every day, just imagine in your mind how many windows you have, how many fans, how many lights, whether it is cleaned or not. Observe carefully how many steps you are crossing, what is your vehicle number. That's it. All the time, you don't use calculators or electronic gadgets for memorization. Use paper and pen. Keep a small pocket notebook. You will have a better memory. Go shopping with a hidden list. You will have amazing memory. Memory is at least 10 to 15 phone numbers, account numbers, vehicle numbers for your daily, and keep a backup. Practice it daily and definitely you will have an amazing memory. And final words, believe that you have unlimited memory. Anybody can have good memory. There is no good memory or bad memory, only trained memory and untrained memory. Memory means success. Memory means good health. Saves from you Alzheimer. Memory is a habit. Increase self-awareness. Keep your brain alive. And there is one book called Keep Your Brain Alive. It is available in the internet. You can go through this. And it will tell a lot of techniques like neuro exercise to keep your brain alive. Yes, better memory, better career, better life. And if you have any questions, you can contact me through phone or through my mail. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Guna, for the wonderful, useful tips that you had shared with us. So, Alzheimer, can I, more on that? Does yoga help with it? Because nowadays yoga is becoming popular and many are, doing yoga regularly. And does it help overcome Alzheimer?
Definitely, ma'am. Definitely, yoga is definitely it is going to help. There is no doubt about this. Any physical form of exercise, any mental form of exercise, definitely it is going to help.
And there is also, some people, they can remember the past better than the future. Than the present. How does that happen? They remember the past very well.
That we can call it as episodic memory. That means when you are struck with an emotions, you will never forget. The first time you met somebody, the first time you ate something, whatever you connected with some emotions, that you will never forget. If there is no emotions connected with that, you will definitely forget. So that is called episodic memory means you disconnected with a particular event. That you can remember anywhere, but it happens with everyone.
But once the person is affected by Alzheimer, can he overcome the Alzheimer with all these techniques and approaches? Is it possible?
Yes, it is possible. We cannot overcome, but at least we can reduce the effect.
Okay.
Reduce the speed of Alzheimer.
Okay.
And I would like to show an example. Deepak Chopra is an author from US and he has written a beautiful book called Ageless Mind and Timeless Body. And he says that our average human life is 130 years. That means if you are in 70s, you are in the middle of your youth. But we are all the time telling that I am getting old after 40 years, 50 years, I am getting old, I don't know. And all the time we are telling that, but your mind is listening, your body is listening, every cell is listening to you. Oh, this person is getting old, so we should behave like that. Starts behaving like that. You might have seen the head Dr. MGR University Vice Chancellor. I have forgotten his name. His name is he died at the age of 70. So he is a Vice Chancellor for Medical University. You might be knowing all the techniques to live. But he died at the age of 70. A village lady in a remote village lives up to 130 years, 100 years. How is it possible? Just because of that, one more thing, you might have read about the book called Ikigai. Ikigai tells about how
Oh, it's a Japanese book, right?
Yes, yes, very
Yeah,
fantastic
yeah, I
book,
remember
and
in the book review.
yes, yes, fantastic book. It
Mm.
talks about how people live for more than 100 years. It is a Japanese island called Okinawa Island, where most of the people, 90 to 90% of the people are centenarians. They live more than for 100 years, 100 and 110, 100. It's very common. There is no medical shop, needing very less doctors. On the whole, the people live happily. Why? This is his lifestyle.
Okay. From the
Can Chandra, could you be able to send us that title of the book and the name of the
yeah,
author?
sure. I'll
I'll
get
Send it to me
Pune
by.
and post
Yes,
it
thank
in
you.
the group. I'll
Yes,
post
thank
it
you.
in
That
the
sounds
group.
very interesting.
Yeah, I remember, one person was Ikika. He was doing a book review. I found it interesting, but then I couldn't, just.
No, it is available in audio book format also in YouTube. Audio format. Just go Ikigai audio book Ikeigai. Ikigai audio book. You can listen peacefully, and the book is very fantastic book. You can buy. It is very cheaper also. Very beautifully made, and it is very interesting book to read.
The essence of that book is you should always see what is next. You should look what is next, which makes you live longer.
What is I don't get you, madam.
That means expectations, is it, or some kind of
Not
something to look forward to?
expectations. Not expectations. If you read that book, you will see that the people, elderly people, they take care of their children, then
Yes.
their grandchildren.
Yes,
So
yes,
what
yes,
is
yes.
next? What is next? The next. What we can
Living
do
with
next.
living with purpose. That is the real
Yes,
meaning of
living with
Yes.
purpose. Yes, exactly. So very nice book.
a very fantastic book, and there are a lot of books like Ageless Man and Timeless Body. This is also a fantastic book that it tells that you can heal yourself. You can live up to minimum 90 to 100 years without any setbacks. He says, Deepak Chopra is one of the interview. He says that most of the people die because of diseases, not because of age. So diseases accompanied by age, they die. Not because of age. He tells that. He's an MD doctor. He's a very famous doctor in UK, US. He has read, authored more than 21 books, and most of the books are million copies sold. And lot of YouTube videos are also available. And he has participated in many of the international shows, and it is one of the fantastic book and I ever read.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any relationship between or connection between stress and memory?
Definitely, 200%. If you are stressed, you are tend to forget even your own name, your husband's name, your children's name, everything. Stress is 100% related to your memory. So only when you are stress free, you can remember better. And there are a lot of evidences are available. And so that's it. Stress is directly related to memory. Directly.
Okay. Thank you.
I've experienced that. If you are very stressful, you tend to forget things. I've experienced that.
No, even your name, you will forget your name, your spouse
Not
name,
name,
and where
not
you
that.
live.
Some
No.
other, sometimes no.
I have
Very
experiences of
stressful,
it.
you tend to forget.
Just now, Ms. Chandra asked a question, why we are able to remember past events better than the present, right? Maybe I like to add something to it.
Yes.
Maybe the past even we rehearse more,
Yes.
we have rehearsed it
We are
few
in the
times.
past.
So it,
We are in the
yes,
past
so
all the
it
time.
will, yes, it will be stored in our long term, very well. So that is the reason, one of the reason that past memory is more stronger than the present memory.
All the time we prefer to live in the
Thanks,
past.
Lakshmi.
Okay.
I was wondering which Lakshmi this is.
Yes,
After I hear you talk, and I know. Yeah. Okay.
Are
Sandhya,
there any
do you have
tips?
anything
Sorry.
to ask, Sandhya?
Yeah. Are there any tips for remembering names? My biggest problem is I remember faces, but I can't remember names.
So there are a lot of techniques, and I would like to share you. Whenever you meet a person, all the time call by name. So when you met a person just now, he is telling his name, hello Mr. Selam, how are you? Then often you call repeat.
Okay.
So within 5 minutes you repeat, okay Selvam, then this is what, you all the time you repeat his name. Then
Repeat the name.
repeat the
Okay.
name one day. And always have some peculiar association with the name and the face. Which means if it is fatty, a fatty Selvam, and if it is the thin, some funny figure you
Okay.
associate with that, then you will not forget. So mind will tend to forget what is not used, or
Yes.
it is all the
Okay.
time. So you make some funny association, you will never forget. So first time means, that means when you meet personally, he's telling his name, hello Mr. Oh, okay, you are Mr. Salam, how are you? You start. And in each and every conversation, you repeat the name. Then you will never forget, and you add some colors, scents, some aroma to that name, you will never forget.
Yeah, yes, Guna. After attending one of your sessions, I tend to forget names, and then I do the repetition. I repeatedly, when I talk to the person, I repeat the name, so I never forget it. Very good. Thank you, Guna, for giving us the tips in the previous sessions.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, the association technique is a very nice thing, even
Yes.
for school children, whoever willing to remember things. So the association is very useful.
Yeah, I think Sita, we can
Yeah.
do a session for the school children alone, because Guna does it quite frequently in India and in various parts of India. So maybe, we
Maybe
can.
I can check
Yeah,
in my
yeah,
school.
yeah. And then he
Yep.
does his magical shows as well. That is very, very interesting. Actually, the children will get attracted to that. Maybe we can, if you have a group
Yeah,
of
maybe I will check, get further details from you,
Yeah.
and then maybe I can.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Yeah.
Sandhya, have you got anything to ask? Sandhya?
Actually, it was more or less discussed. Thank you so much for the nice session. And I was just thinking, stress is linked to memory loss. But then another thing you said is that emotions, when connected with a memory, they stay longer. But then when you are when you undergo a stressful period, there is a tendency for you to forget that stressful event and the memories associated with it, right?
Yes, but the thing is, when we are at small age, because when we experience something new, some stressful things, some unwanted things, that we cannot forget. It will be staying in our memory. That day, on that day, he scolded me like anything. That day I will never forget in my life, all the time. That is different. But this one, as we grow older, every day we have lot of stress in and around us, because work pressure, family pressure, lot of pressure. Because of that, these factors overload our brain, and we tend to forget the positive events. So my opinion is, at the younger age, if we see we cannot remember all the younger days, all the first year, second year, third year, all the we cannot. But some beautiful events, some of the important events, we tend to remember, because that is more comfortable for us. When we recall those events, it will be more comfortable for us. We'll now, someone correctly said, we are rehearsing often the past. So it's just like that.
I was just thinking, some traumatic times, the brain just switches off automatically.
Yes, that is true. That's true. But at the same time, most of the traumas are still registered in your mind.
Yeah, they're hidden in the body, they say.
Yes. But one theory says that every day, whatever you see, whatever you hear, whatever you feel, everything is recorded in your brain. But that is not immediately accessible, because brain needs to store a lot of information, and it immediately rejects a lot of information. Scientists say that every day we are seeing more than 60,000 emotions. But we cannot remember everything, because brain rejects everything. and it
Yeah.
remembers only what is needed for day-to-day life.
Yeah. Hippocampus.
Yes, yes.
How do you declutter your mind?
So the simple thing is it starts from your bed, and you better read that book called Make Your Bed, Winnie McRaven, and most of the people will be doing this. So every day, he's a retired vice admiral from U.S. Navy, and he says that every day in the morning, first the thing is he will do is he will make his bed, he will clear the bed. That means the first thing is done. Today, for that day, the first program is done, and he will program every day. 8 o'clock this one, 9 o'clock this one, 10 o'clock this one, and you will check one by one, one by one, one by one. So when everything is done, your mind is free. The desk should be clean, and the home should be clean, and even everything is clean, and you solve problems, all the problems one by one, your mind is free. And in Ikigai, it says a lot of things about that, and even in Kaizen, the Japanese method, it talks a lot about decluttering of mind, and lot of tools are available for decluttering your mind.
Actually, Kaizen is a wonderful thing.
Kaizen-
no? Kaizen,
Kaizen
is
amazing.
also like Ikigai, very nice concept, very nice
Amazing
Kaizen.
concept. If you read once, it's good for your life. It is an amazing
Thank
transformation.
Thank you.
Actually, I wanted you to throw more light on the Kaiser, the Japanese
Kaizen. Kaizen.
Kaizen method.
That is more of, organizing.
Yes.
Whatever be your surrounding, your memory or anything, more of organizing, how you can be more organized.
Yes, exactly.
Actually, Lakshmi, she's, she has done some courses on, what are the courses you have done, Lakshmi?
I did my master's in psychology.
Psychology.
So,
Mhm.
yeah.
And
So speaking
child
psychology.
related
Yeah, child psychology, yes.
child psychology. So she's very good. I think
And
you think about it, we'll organize one program solely for the children.
Yeah.
the thing is
Is it
how
possible to see your face, Lakshmi, just for a minute?
I'm wearing mask, meaning I have put some patches mask on my eyes and face. So next
Okay,
to
okay. Okay, no problem. Just wanted to
I'll
identify
show
you.
you.
No
She's my auntie's daughter-in-law.
problem. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, you can get to see her.
actually, I have seen you, Miss Sundari. I have seen you.
She's Dr. Vijay's wife.
Oh, yeah, but I have seen you in temples and other places. So
Yeah, you may have seen her.
Yeah, we're long-time residents of Bangsa. You'd have probably seen me around.
Okay, Preeti, you were the first one to join. You have anything to ask? And there is someone by the name N. The screen name is only the alphabet N. And we have another one, Nachammai. You have anything to ask? Please feel free to ask. Otherwise, we can, we had a wonderful class participants. Although the group is a small group, the participants are class participants. Your questions were very intelligent questions and very useful to others as well. So I thank everyone for joining us this evening.
I would
Yeah,
like to
sure.
add one point. And what is why this fellow is doing these memory seminars, and what is his purpose? Why he is talking about more about memory and psychology? You might be thinking. And I got a basic degree in agriculture and master's degree in agriculture. I mean, master's degree in agriculture and a master's degree in psychology. My mission is to help the children learn better. That's it. There is no special. I am not very good in psychology, but so I learned psychology. And once I saw a person teaching memory skills, he said it is really, really very tough to learn. And I found one memory master. His name is Dominic O'Brien, and I have not met him, and I have seen him through video calls, and he has written so many books on memory. Once I sent a mail to him, and I said how to improve my memory. He said, go and teach to others, you will improve. That's a simple thing. So when you teach, when you speak to someone else, you can have better memory. That's the thing. And everyone can have an amazing memory, and you can defeat this Alzheimer's disease. That's my mission. Thank you.
Mr. Guna,
Yes,
can I
ma'am.
ask one doubt? அதாவது 16 கலைகள் ஒரே நேரத்துல செய்யக்கூடிய டேலண்டட் பீப்புள்லாம் இருக்கிறாங்க.
Yes,
ஒரே
ma'am.
நேரத்துல
Yes, ma'am.
அந்த மாதிரி செய்யறவங்களுக்குலாம் அந்த பிரெயின் வந்து அதனால டயர்ட் ஆகாதா? இஸ் இட் குட் ஆர் பேட்?
It is good, madam, because their mind is trained like that. N. Gavanagar,
Is it us?
N. Gavanagar,
N. Gavanagar.
I heard a lot about him, and I have some of his books also. It is their practice. The mind will not get tired. Mind needs just oxygen and glucose supply, and mind will not get tired. Normally, the scientists say that only 2% of our brain is used. Even for the genius, only 5% of the brain is used. So they will not get tired.
Okay. Thank you.
Because-
Thank you.
Yeah, because there is a general myth that the more you use, then it deteriorates, right? So
Yes, exactly.
Really wonderful program. So we have to thank Chandra for this great opportunity.
Thank you. With no pleasure.
Thank you very much. Thank you to all for listening to me.
Yeah, Nachame, may I know, Nachame, you have something to say?
No, it was very nice. First time listening to this. Earlier there were 2 or 3 sessions which I didn't really get to watch, missed it.
Okay.
So today I remembered on time, so I listened to it. It was quite good, Akka. தெரியுதா யார்கிட்ட பேசுறீங்கன்னு? நாச்சமே from Kaja.
Oh, Nacham, okay. அதான் எந்த நாச்சமேன்னு யோசிச்சுக்கிட்டு இருந்தேன். Excellent. Yeah, we'll have more sessions in future. And the childrenக்கு வந்து அவர் நல்ல he trains school children for remembering, better remembrance. அது கொஞ்சம் அவர் ட்ரைனிங் எல்லாம் நல்லா பண்றாரு. So அது in future maybe like Lakshmi சொன்ன மாதிரி we can organize one. அப்புறம் இந்த சின்ன குழந்தைங்களுக்கெல்லாம் 5 years 6 yearsக்கு அது ஒரு மேஜிக் ஷோ கூட பண்ணலாம். ஏன்னா அவர் ஒரு இது போட்டிருந்தாரு, ஒரு சாம்பிள் வீடியோ போட்டிருந்தாரு, அதை நான் ஷேர் பண்ணேன். மேபி இன் ஃபியூச்சர் இப்போ ரிக்வெஸ்ட் நீங்கள் வந்து இந்த இமெயில் அட்ரஸ் கொடுத்துருக்காங்கல்ல இந்த போஸ்டரில், அதில் நீங்கள் வந்து யூ கேன் சென்ட் யோர் ரிக்வெஸ்ட் ஆர் whatever you want to express, you please send, communicate with us through the 2 email IDs given in the poster.
Akka, is there anything for 4 years old? அதான் Mr. Guna கேட்கணுமா?
இதான் நல்லா அந்த இது மேஜிக்கல் ஷோ எல்லாம் நீங்கள் போடுங்க, உங்களுக்கு என்ன வேணுமோ நீங்கள் அதை போட்டிங்கன்னா மேபி we can organize in future. பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு. Okay.
Mr. Guna had
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Yeah, Preeti, I've not heard you say anything.
Chandra, and Gunaji, there's just one thing. I read a book on Dan Siegel about neuro connections that are very useful in improving the memory.
Wow.
And that's a very good book. Since you were recommending some of the books, I just this one dropped in my mind.
Yes.
Dan Siegel.
Oh, thanks for sharing, Sandhya. You
Thank
sent
you.
me the title of the book.
Yeah, sure.
I'll look back at it.
Kindly share the title of the book in the email given to us.
Sure.
Yeah, you can email also. You can email so that I can put in the group, I can share the title of the book. Like
Okay.
Ikiko, isn't it?
Ikigai.
Ikigai. Yeah. Okay, that was a Tamil version, right?
No, it is available in multi languages.
The
English,
person who did the book review was in Tamil.
English, Tamil. Mahendran from US, he did.
From US, right?
Yes, still he is in contact with me, and he is doing a lot of energy in Mahendran.
நல்லா இருந்தது, ரொம்ப யூஸ். நான் கூட நினைச்சிட்டேன் இந்த புக் அவசியம் நம்ம படிக்கணும் அப்படின்னு. பட் ஆன்லைன்ல கிடைக்காது இல்லையா?
Online it is available in audio format also.
ஓகே அதுவும் எனக்கு அதெல்லாம் அனுப்பி விடுங்க, லிங்க் எல்லாம். மேபி ஐ வில் ஷேர் வித் எவரிவன் ஹியர்.
Sure ma'am, sure.
So
Yeah, that will be very helpful. Thank you.
yeah, definitely. Even I'm very curious about it. I want to read it.
Yes. And some of the books is Mr. Guna mentioned during the talk. If you don't mind, just down in any email or something.
Yes,
like that.
I can show. It is available in PDF format also. I
Yes.
can share with you, no issues.
நீங்க
Yeah,
ஷேர்
that would be
பண்ணுங்க,
greatly
நான்
appreciated.
இவங்களுக்கு ஷேர் பண்ணிடுறேன்.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
that will really help.
And then Why We Sleep. That is an amazing book. It is just about sleep. All the time we are thinking, what is there to talk about sleep? We are sleeping, that's all. And he has written more than 400 pages on this simple topic, why we sleep. In a nutshell, we can say if you are not sleeping well, you are prone to all kinds of disease, including cancer. So you should sleep well, minimum 6 to 8 hours, and minimum 30 to 40 minutes during the daytime nap. That is very good for your health, because we are the only species endowed with sleep, and we are the only species we are spoiling our sleep through phones all the time watching. And animals, they sleep early. All the animals, they never watch phone, TV, nothing. They sleep beautifully, and we are the only person, we are depriving our natural resources, I could say. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Vinay. Has anyone got any question to ask? Otherwise, we will wind up the session by thanking Guna for the wonderful webinar with a lot of points, you are sharing with us. And maybe now, if the YouTube is ready, I will share the link. And sometimes, on the day of the program, we may not be able to focus or listen to the whole thing. If you repeat, if you watch, it's a repetition means you can understand and remember better. So if once the YouTube is ready, I'll send the link. All of you can watch again.
Thank you, ma'am,
Thank
for
you.
this. Thank you. I thank one and all for having patience and listen to me. And I thank Chandra ma'am for organizing this excellent seminar. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you from joining from Chennai, Singapore, and other Malaysia. So thank you, everyone. So we'll meet again.
Good night.
Good
We'll
Thank
meet
you.
again soon.
Okay, ma'am. I'm closing the link.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Guna.
Thank you.